Hey there, we are talking about communication in session 9 this week. So, if you have had any communication courses thus far, or if you have taken Sociology 210, you are going to see a lot of the concepts in Chapter 5 overlapping those particular courses this week. I want to drive home for you the importance of Chapter 5. So, we are reading Chapter 5 this week. There are specific sections of Chapter 5 that you will focus on in your reading notes, but holistically, this week is focusing on Chapter 5, and I just want to encourage you to really read this chapter and do some reflecting and some planning as you go through. There are pieces and parts in here that talk about the way we communicate electronically and how that's different, obviously, from the way that we used to. We are going to also uncover some different types of areas that we could develop ourselves in communicating, especially with the diversity aspect intertwined. And then when we are working on our reading notes, we are going to spend some time talking about the barriers that we might face when we are effectively communicating. And I hope that after you get through this particular chapter and these sections, that you are going to see the utmost importance in communicating and communicating effectively, especially in that realm of diversity. So, read through chapter 5 and then jump into the communicating in a diverse world reading notes. You know by now how to make a copy and all of that stuff. So I just want to highlight and make some statements here for you when you are getting ready to do the reading notes. The information that you see on your screen, I want to remind you that these terms in your textbook have a lot of information and a lot of thought to go with them. And so I want you to make sure you're expanding on these particular terms that you see here on the screen. Don't just define it in a couple of words and skip on. I really want you to spend some time with that term, toss it around, talk about it, explain it, reflect on it, give me some information on how that term really affects you in your world. When you get to the 8 ground rules for difficult dialogues, I do understand that part of the textbook does not have a lot of fluff, and so it is just listing those 8 items there. You can certainly add a little bit to them if you have thoughts that pop up, but I understand for this one, 1 through 8, it's just listing. But I want to bring that up because for the communicating inclusively section 1 through 10, that will be different because the book does have information for each of those items listed. So yes, you will list 1 through 10, but you will also summarize and speak to each of those 10 points as you go through. And then your summary there at the bottom, and you're used to that by now. Once you get finished with that, you're going to jump to the Career Communication Journal. Obviously, in every career, no matter what you choose, there is a level of communication that you are expected to uphold. And the better you can do that, the better an employee you are going to be. And so spend some time kind of reflecting, thinking about a career or a broad career field that you're interested in order to complete this particular assignment. You will copy all of the information in between the dotted lines. It's going to help you format. You're an expert on this by now. You're going to paste in that entry box. When you get your entries typed in, you are going to change them to a different colored font, and then you will be submitting the journal entry by clicking on that blue Save Changes button. When you get to the end of that, you have completed the Communicating in a Diverse World session But even though you're at the end of the session, I just want to reiterate, challenge, and encourage you to really take the information that you gathered in Chapter 5, apply it to your current day-to-day world, but also file it away and make sure that you use it in the future when you get into those career environments where communicating really can make you or break you as far as being a great employee and an awesome coworker. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Other than that, I hope you enjoy your time learning about communication.